what's up, guys? Game Fiend, Fiend of all games here. Yeah, another week in wrestling has come to an end, and thus it's time for another drama scripted Saturday. And let's hop into it. This past week's Raw was pretty much not that quite. It wasn't memorable. I bet you the only thing you would probably remember about this past week's Raw is that John Cena wasn't there. That's about the only thing that really stands out. Apparently, I'm assuming they're trying to play off the huge beating he took from Ryback at Extreme Rules, so they didn't have him show up at Raw, but they had Ryback drive out in an ambulance to challenge John Cena in an ambulance match, which in retrospect, it makes Ryback look like the stronger person continuing this feud. Heading into WWE Payback, which is the next pay-per-view, and it's a new pay-per-view. It's the first time. This is the first WWE Payback, so it actually makes him look stronger because look, we were in the same match. We both put each other through hell. We both beat the living crap out of each other. But look who made it 24 hours to the next show and was able to drive an ambulance and to talk. And then later in the show, pick up the scraps of already beaten Zack Ryder and then throw him into a back of an ambulance. So even though that Ryback lost, there's still WWE still making him look strong because even though he lost the match, he's currently right now the only person still standing and talking about it. John Cena is storyline wise somewhere in a hospital or something trying to recover. So I actually like what WWE did with that. On other things that stood out to me on Raw was the Chris Jericho trolling Summer Rae, because Fandango and Summer Rae were dancing during the tag match that Chris Jericho was involved in with Fandango. And then after the match was over, it looks like both Chris Jericho and I think it was Kofi Kingston was going to attack Fandango, and Fandango just leaves Summer Rae high and dry. And then Chris Jericho starts dancing with Summer Rae, and then look like they're about to kiss, and Chris Jericho just trolls her and just walks away. That was a very, very funny segment on Raw. Other things that happened, that's all. Oh, how I forget? The reveal of the new Paul Heyman guy, which turned out to be Michael McGillicuddy. Oh wait, sorry, he's Curtis Axel, which I dig the name because it has a piece of his grandfather's name and it has a piece of, well, can't really say because Curtis can't really say it has a piece of his father's name, but yeah, it's Curtis Axel. I like how his theme song is a remix of Mr. Perfect's, his father's theme song, but the people are already like crapping on this, and it's only been day one. Like, we get the idea that he can't talk, that whole Genesis promo that happened a good 3 years back, but that's what Paul Heyman's there for. I mean, all Curtis Axel has to do, or Michael McGillicuddy has to do, is wrestle, which he's decent at, good at. I know he's not horrible at it. He doesn't have any severe botches, or else he wouldn't have made it this far. He wouldn't have been able to get out of the NXT card. So yeah, and he did help train The Rock for The Rock's matches, him with CM Punk and him with John Cena. So it's nice to see that the company is going to try to push him and give him a chance. Now Triple H walks down to the ring and buries him on the mic within the first 5 seconds. Yeah, well, it's just Triple H being Triple H. And I like how the main event was Curtis Axel versus Triple H, but I like how they showed that Triple H still has some effects from the cage match, which he did lose. Brock Lesnar did win that match. But that was a way to not have Curtis Axel win, but then again not have Triple H lose, because he was obviously like he was gonna pass out. I don't know why Michael Cole or Jerry the King Lawler say that man was gonna have a stroke. I don't know why it was commentated like that, but to each his own. But yeah, I like how the match was okay. People said that the finish could have been better, but I actually liked it. I actually liked that Triple H obviously he wasn't at 100%, wink wink. And I like how the match ended in a no contest. I mean, it would have been worse for Curtis Axel, his debut, because he's not McGillicuddy. Because, you know, when you change your name, it's a new slate. Because look at, cough, cough, Skip Sheffield, who is Ryback. When he went to Ryback, Skip Sheffield didn't exist. So we're just gonna, it's Curtis Axel, so Michael McGillicuddy doesn't exist. So it would have been horrible for WWE to have Triple H, who's not even at storyline wise 100%, just come and beat Curtis Axel anyway. And I like how it didn't end in a disqualification where Curtis Axel had to cheat. No, it was legitimate. Well, okay, Curtis Axel held his own against, I'm going to say, a 50% Triple H. And Triple H just couldn't continue the match. And with Brock Lesnar out the scene, you don't need Triple H there. So this is the perfect way for Triple H to write himself out of being on television. And him to go back to getting ready to take over the company in the future. So for him to go back behind the scenes. I'm pretty sure we're going to get an update like, Triple H's condition, like so on and so forth, like throughout the weeks. And to be honest, last Monday was the first Monday that one of the announcers mentioned that, we haven't seen CM Punk on Raw in over a month. So to keep CM Punk in our heads that yes, he's still with the company, he didn't get featured endeavored, that's okay to give us an update that we haven't seen CM Punk after his loss against The Undertaker. Who knows when the next time we'll see him. But yeah, on to the undrama scripted news. I didn't get a chance to catch SmackDown, so that's why I didn't go over SmackDown. On to the undrama scripted news. Doctors found a tumor in Zima Ion. So they went in and removed it, and I hope he's going to be okay. As you guys know, I'm a big Zima Ion fan. When I did used to watch TNA, I'm not watching TNA until the Aces and Eights storyline is over. Hopefully it's over after the next pay-per-view, which I think it's Slammiversary. Somebody in the comment section, please type in the comment section below on YouTube if I'm wrong, but I think the next televised pay-per-view is Slammiversary. So hopefully it all ends at Slammiversary, because not watching until Aces and Eights is over. I think the last time I remember watching it is that the main event is Jeff Hardy versus Bully Ray for the TNA World Heavyweight title. Again, correct me if I'm wrong on that, because stuff in TNA changes all the time. Other things in drama script in undrama scripted news is the Spike TV and Dixie Carter doesn't like what Austin Aries did to Christy Hemme with the sexually assaulted thing, because Christy Hemme said the wrong team's names. They called team Good Heels or Bad Heels, whatever the name is between Bobby Roode and Austin Aries. She announced them as Bad Influence, calling them Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. Now, the botch was so bad that it had people thinking that this whole thing was scripted. And it comes to find out that it wasn't. So Spike doesn't like what Austin Aries did to... What he did was he just put his crotch in her face, like when he got on the apron to do this and she was trapped in the turnbuckle corner. So Dixie Carter doesn't like this, and Spike TV doesn't like this. So I don't know what direction they're going to take. But yeah, moving on to further undrama scripted news is that a lot of NXT talent has gotten released in the past week. Brandon Tavern, who's worked in the Midwestern independent scene as Brian Baker, he's got released from WWE. And Percy Watson has gotten released because WWE never used him. And yeah, Anya, who's a wrestling kickboxer named Anja Buswaga, who signed in the summer of 2012, but she was out for arm injury. She also got released. So yeah, that's going to wrap this up for this week's Drama Scripted Saturday. Remember, there will always be a Drama Scripted Saturday every Saturday. And I'm Game Fiend, Funeral Games, guys, and I'm signing earlier. Later. Peace.